Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Your mind is the most powerful tool you will ever have in your arsenal. You can have all the resources, all the opportunities, and all the skills in the world, but if you don't have control over your mind, none of it matters. The mind is the starting point for every victory and every failure. You want to succeed, then master your mind. You see, your mind doesn't care about the circumstances. It doesn't care about how many times you failed, how much money you have, or what people are saying. What your mind cares about is what you tell it. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough, the mind will believe that. But if you tell it you are unstoppable, the mind will align with that belief and go to work on your behalf. Here's the thing, the mind does not distinguish between reality and imagination. If you can see it in your mind, you can create it in your life. Think about that for a second. The life you want, the success you crave, the dreams you've held on to for so long, they all start with a thought. Close your eyes and picture yourself achieving your goals, reaching the highest level of success. Your mind takes that image and starts working behind the scenes to turn it into reality. But don't fool yourself, this doesn't happen by accident. It happens because you've trained your mind to see it, believe it, and work toward it. Now, I'm not telling you that it will be easy. Life will throw challenges at you. You will face adversity. But guess what? Your mind is built to handle it. You have the ability to overcome anything that comes your way if you just learn to harness the power of your thoughts. The moment you start seeing obstacles as opportunities for growth, your entire perspective shifts. Your mind can turn problems into stepping stones, turning what once seemed like failures into the fuel that drives you forward. Don't let a setback define you. Your mind will define you. But let me be clear, discipline is key. You want to succeed? Then you need to control your mind. It's that simple. Too many people let their minds wander aimlessly, filling themselves with negativity, doubt, and excuses. They let their fears take root and then wonder why they're not achieving anything. You want results. You need to be disciplined with your thoughts. You need to focus on your goals and drown out the noise. Every time a negative thought pops up, push it aside and replace it with one that aligns with your vision. Master your thoughts, and you'll master your life. Finally, I want you to understand something. Your mind has the power to create or destroy. That's not just some catchy phrase, this is reality. The way you think determines everything. Your mind will either build the life you want, or it will tear it down piece by piece. It's up to you to decide which one it will be. Focus on what you want, not on what you fear. Keep your eyes on the prize, and your mind will follow. You are the architect of your own future, and it all starts in your mind. So I leave you with this: take control of your thoughts. Stop letting them control you. The power to create the life you desire is already within you. You've got everything you need. Now go out there and use your mind to turn your dreams into reality. Your mind is the ultimate tool for success, more powerful than any machine, more enduring than any technology, and more influential than anything money can buy. It's the one thing you have that no one can take from you, and when you learn to harness it, there's nothing you can't achieve. Too many people walk through life unaware of the incredible power they possess in their own minds. They are distracted by external factors, limited by the noise of the world, and often give away their power without even realizing it. But let me tell you this, if you want to win, if you want to rise above the ordinary, you have to start by mastering the one thing that will always determine your success: your mind. I think about this, everything you've ever accomplished, everything you've ever desired, it started in your mind. It's the mind that sees the vision before the body takes action. It's the mind that creates the possibilities and the opportunities. Everything you've created or will create is first formed in your mind. The car you drive, the job you have, the relationships you build, the wealth you accumulate, all of it begins with a thought. If you don't see it in your mind first, it will never show up in your life. It's not magic, it's mindset. There's a reason the most successful people in the world spend so much time on their mindset. They understand that the mind is not just a tool, but a weapon. They train it to focus on the things that matter and ignore the distractions that would otherwise keep them from reaching their full potential. They understand that the mind is not passive. It's constantly working, shaping your reality, influencing your decisions, and impacting the way you interact with the world. If you allow it to be passive or distracted, you'll waste precious time and energy chasing things that don't matter. But when you learn to focus your mind, when you take control of what you think, you take control of your destiny. Now, the power of the mind isn't about just wishing for things to happen. It's about commitment, discipline, and action. It's about setting clear goals, seeing them vividly in your mind, and then backing those visions with real effort. Your mind doesn't work in isolation, it works in harmony with your actions. The more you feed your mind with positive thoughts, with clear intentions, with the belief that you can achieve what you set out to do, the more your actions will align with your goals. Your mind will push you to take action, and action is the difference between a dream and a reality. But let me be honest with you, your mind can also work against you. If you allow it to be filled with negativity, doubt, and fear, it will create a world where those things dominate. If you constantly tell yourself you can't do something, that you don't deserve success, or that you're not good enough, your mind will make sure that becomes your reality. Your mind is a mirror that reflects the image you project. If you see yourself as a failure, your mind will validate that, and you will start to believe it's true. But if you train your mind to focus on possibility, to visualize success, to speak life into your dreams, you will watch as the world shifts in your favor. Your mind is the key to overcoming obstacles. Life will throw challenges your way. There will be times when things don't go as planned, when setbacks seem insurmountable. But your mind is the ultimate tool to turn those challenges into opportunities. It's the mind that finds solutions, that adapts to change, that learns from failure and keeps moving forward. When you believe that you can handle whatever life throws at you, your mind will find a way to make it happen. You see, obstacles are never permanent, they're only temporary. The key is your mindset, your ability to keep moving forward, to stay focused on your vision, and to not let the bumps in the road derail you from your purpose. Don't underestimate the power of the mind. It's more than just a tool for problem solving, it's the source of your energy, your ambition, your persistence. The strongest people you know aren't the ones who never face difficulties. They're the ones who have mastered their minds. They understand that in order to grow, in order to succeed, in order to be truly great, they must first conquer their own thoughts. The mind shapes your identity. It shapes your potential. And it shapes your future. So understand this, your mind is your most valuable asset. If you want to achieve greatness, if you want to create the life of your dreams, you must begin by taking control of your mind. It is the foundation of your success. It's time to stop letting your mind run wild and start directing it with purpose. When you master your mind, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Let me make something clear to you. The mind does not distinguish between reality and imagination. It doesn't care whether you're facing an actual obstacle or just thinking about one. It doesn't care if you're visualizing success or living it. Your mind believes whatever you tell it. And that is both powerful and dangerous. Think about it when you close your eyes and imagine yourself in the life you want, experiencing the success you crave. Your mind is already working toward making that vision real. It doesn't question it. It doesn't say, that's impossible. It takes that thought, that picture, and turns it into the future you're about to create. The question is, what are you imagining? Too many people go through life feeding their minds the wrong pictures. They imagine failure, they imagine rejection, they imagine struggles they haven't even faced yet, creating a reality in their minds that's based on fear and doubt. And guess what? Their mind doesn't question it. It makes it real. It starts preparing them for those failures. It makes them act in ways that align with their fear. The power of the mind is real, but it can work against you if you let it. You have to decide what images you're feeding it. Now, think about this. If the mind doesn't distinguish between reality and imagination, what does that mean for you? It means that you have the power to create your future through your thoughts. You have the power to set a vision for your life and make it happen by constantly feeding your mind with that vision. It means that no matter where you're starting from, no matter how impossible it may seem, you can build your reality with your imagination. But the key here is discipline. You have to be intentional. If you want your mind to create the life you desire, you have to be clear on what you want and keep feeding that vision day in and day out. The mind doesn't care if you're dreaming big or playing small. If you imagine yourself achieving something grand, the mind will treat that as your reality. It will get to work on that vision. It will start thinking of ways to make it happen. But you must be consistent. You can't let distractions, setbacks, or negativity pull you off course. If you imagine success, your mind will create the paths that lead to it. If you imagine failure, your mind will show you every reason you can't succeed. It's all about what you choose to feed it. Your thoughts are seeds, and every thought you have is planting something in the fertile ground of your mind. If you plant the seeds of success, your mind will water them and grow them. But if you plant seeds of fear and doubt, your mind will nourish them too. And eventually what you've been feeding it will start showing up in your life. It's not magic, it's the way the mind works. It's the power of your focus. You don't have to wait for everything around you to change. You can change it right now by changing the way you think. It doesn't matter what your current reality looks like. You have the ability to create a new one. Start imagining the life you want, envision it clearly and vividly, and feed your mind that image every day. Soon, that imagined life won't just be something in your head, it will be your reality. Because the mind doesn't distinguish between reality and imagination. And once your mind accepts something as real, it begins to build it. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying there won't be challenges or hard times ahead. But what I'm telling you is that your mind has the ability to carry you through those times if you fill it with the right images, the right thoughts, and the right vision. And if you consistently feed your mind the vision of success, growth, and achievement, then the reality you experience will eventually align with that vision. Your mind doesn't care whether the dream is big or small. It will move mountains for you if you first move your thoughts in the right direction. It all begins with your mind. If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. So feed your mind the right images and see how fast your life transforms. The mind, ladies and gentlemen, is the most extraordinary tool you will ever possess. It is a force so powerful that it can take you from rock bottom to the highest peaks of success if you choose to harness it. The mind does not care about the size of the mountain you're climbing, the obstacles in your path, or how many times you've stumbled. What the mind cares about is whether you believe you can overcome and whether you are willing to push forward no matter the odds. When you face a challenge, it's not the difficulty that defeats you, it's your mindset. A person with a strong mind can face setbacks and failures, but they never give up. They may fall down, but they get right back up, refusing to be defined by their circumstances. They understand that challenges are a part of life. They understand that it's not the storm that determines whether you succeed, it's how you handle the storm. It's your ability to adapt, to stay focused, and to keep your mind sharp and resilient. Your mind is designed to overcome, but you have to train it to do so. You have to condition your thoughts to remain positive, to stay solution-oriented when everything around you looks like a problem. You see, it's easy to get caught up in the negativity and the woe is me mindset, but that's not going to get you anywhere. If you want to win, you have to think like a winner. A winner sees every setback as an opportunity to learn, every failure as a stepping stone toward greatness. You have to train your mind to believe that nothing is impossible and that challenges are simply part of the process. When you face challenges, you're not meant to fold under the pressure. You're meant to rise. You're meant to get stronger, more focused, and more determined. There is power in persistence, and when your mind is fully aligned with the idea that no challenge can break you, you'll find that every obstacle becomes an opportunity. Life will throw punches, but the mind that's trained to fight back will never lose the battle. The mind that believes it can win will win. Your mind can help you climb out of the darkest places and lead you to the light of success. No matter how heavy the weight on your shoulders, no matter how impossible the task may seem, your mind can break through the barriers. The only time you truly fail is when you allow your mind to accept defeat. When you decide that the challenge is bigger than you, then you have lost the battle before it even began. But if you approach every challenge with the belief that you will overcome, with the certainty that you are strong enough to face anything, that is when victory becomes inevitable. When the odds are stacked against you, when it feels like the world is crashing down, your mind can be the one thing that keeps you going. It is the fuel that powers your body, the spark that ignites your soul. If you control your mind, you control your destiny. Challenges are not the end, they are simply the beginning of your story of perseverance. And when you master the mind, you will realize that there is no challenge too great, no obstacle too high, and no adversity too strong for you to overcome. Keep your mind strong, and you will always find a way to break through. Discipline of thought is not just important, it is the key to everything you will ever achieve. If you want to live a life that stands out, if you want to achieve greatness, if you want to be extraordinary, you have to master one thing above all your thoughts. Too many people go through life allowing their minds to wander aimlessly, reacting to whatever comes their way without any control, without any direction. And let me tell you something that is the exact opposite of what you need. To live the life you deserve, you have to be the master of your mind. You see, the mind is a powerful force, but power means nothing if it's not harnessed, if it's not channeled in the right direction. Every thought you have sends a message to your subconscious mind. That means every time you allow negative thoughts to take hold, you're sending a message to your mind that you're not capable, that you're not worthy, that you can't do it. Every time you allow self-doubt to creep in, you're reinforcing the belief that you're not enough. But if you make the decision to discipline your thoughts, to control them, to direct them towards your goals and your dreams, everything changes. You send a message to your mind that says, I am capable, I am worthy, I will succeed. And your mind will work tirelessly to make those thoughts a reality. Now, discipline of thought isn't easy. It requires work. It requires consistency. But the rewards, they are priceless. Think about it. If you want to succeed, it starts in your mind. If you want to break free from the ordinary, you have to think beyond what's familiar. You have to think bigger. You have to see opportunities where others see obstacles. The only way to do that is through disciplined thinking. It's about shutting out the distractions, shutting out the negative voices, whether they come from within or from the outside, and focusing only on the vision you've set for your life. Here's the truth: your thoughts create your reality. Everything you see, everything you touch, everything you experience in your life started as a thought in someone's mind. Think about the car you drive, the phone in your hand, the building you work in. None of those things existed until someone thought them into existence. Now, I'm not telling you that you can just think something into existence by wishful thinking. No. What I'm telling you is that your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your results. If your thoughts are disciplined, your actions will be disciplined. If your thoughts are focused on success, your actions will align with that success. But if your thoughts are scattered, if they're focused on doubt, on fear, or on negativity, your actions will follow suit, and your results will reflect that. The mind, when properly disciplined, is capable of achieving greatness. But that kind of power doesn't come overnight. It requires work. It requires commitment. It requires you to consistently challenge your thoughts and replace the negative with the positive, the self-limiting with the self-empowering. You have to constantly ask yourself, is this thought serving me? Is it helping me grow? Is it pushing me toward the life I want? And if it's not, you need to dismiss it and replace it with something that moves you forward. It takes practice. But once you develop the discipline of thought, you will find that your life starts to shift. You will start to attract the opportunities, the people, and the circumstances that align with your vision. Discipline of thought also means not allowing your mind to be hijacked by others. Don't let people's opinions, judgments, or negativity dictate what you believe about yourself. Too many people live their lives according to what others think or expect of them. They allow the opinions of others to direct their thinking. That's not discipline. That's being led astray. You need to take ownership of your thoughts. You need to stop letting other people control how you see yourself and what you believe you can accomplish. The only opinion that matters is yours, and that's where your discipline begins. If you want to be successful, if you want to live a life that others only dream of, then you must master your thoughts. You must take control of your mind. You have to be vigilant. You have to be deliberate. And you have to stay focused. When you do, you'll realize that the power to create the life you've always wanted was within you all along. The discipline of your thoughts is the foundation of everything you will become. It's not about what you're born with, it's about what you choose to focus on, to build and to feed in your mind every single day. The world will throw challenges at you, distractions will arise, and negative influences will try to pull you off course. But if you commit to mastering your thoughts, you will stay grounded in your purpose, you will remain true to your vision, and you will rise above any obstacle. Your mind is a tool, and like any powerful tool, it must be handled with care, respect, and discipline. The results you get in life will never outgrow the thoughts you think. So make those thoughts count. Train them, shape them, and direct them towards the life you want to build. The power to create your future lies in the control of your thoughts today. If you want to lead, to win, to break through, it all begins in your mind. So get to work, stay disciplined, and never stop mastering the most important tool you've got, your mind.